All right. So now we're going to dive into the actual triage call itself. Okay. At this point, you've been connecting with people in the group and you are connecting with them in Messenger. The message conversations are going well. And because those message conversations are going well, you are now you're transitioning that conversation to you're transitioning that conversation to what we call a triage call. Okay. So this is what we call a triage call. The triage call usually is going to last anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes ish. Okay. And it's just a get to know them call. The point is to find out if we can help. Okay. It's really just to gather information. Okay. The way that this call works is you are going to hop on a Zoom. Okay. You either have your own calendar account or you can use ours, but we do want to do these on Zoom if you can. If you have to do them on the phone, perfectly fine. But they do need to, and you don't have to schedule it if you don't want to. They don't have to be scheduled. But this is typically how they would go down. Okay. Now I am going to share something with you here because I want you to recognize the link that we use. Okay. So when you hop on the Zoom call, what you're going to do is you're going to have this application open. You don't have to have it next. You don't have to share your screen or anything like that. You can just say like, hey, I just want to gather some information from you. Just really quick, just to see if you're a good fit, see if we can even help you or not. And I want to make sure I get you connected to the right coach that can help you because depending on where you are, you could qualify for a free game plan session where one of our coaches will lay out a full 12-month game plan to help you hit your goals. But I need to kind of know what those goals are. Okay. So essentially what I would do is I would just have this up and I'd be like, all right, cool. Got your name, email. This is the right email. This is the right phone number. Cool. What time zone are you in? And then I may ask, what do you do for a living? So we're actually going to move this up. So I'm going to ask, like, what do you do for a living? And then they're going to tell me. And I can get a decent little gauge of, like, how much money they make just based off that question there. And again, I don't have to share my screen. Now, when I take notes, okay, I'm typically going to say take notes on paper and then fill out the form yourself. Okay. Now, just so we know how you have access, the form questions, when the forms are filled out, okay, that you get access to the specific email that those go to, and you get access to the JotForm account if you ever need it. Okay. So make sure that you have these, that Michaela gets those to you or someone gets those to you. Okay. So when I'm filling out the information, I'm just writing it down on paper. I'm taking good notes. I'm really getting them excited for this game plan session. Edify the coach that you're going to connect them with. Really get excited for, what is to come, because and talk to them about the clients, talk to them about testimonials. The whole point is to get them really pumped up for the game plan session. The other thing is this builds a lot of trust because most people feel like they're going to be sold something on this call. They honestly felt like they were going to be sold something in Messenger and you didn't try to sell them anything. They think they're going to get sold on this triage call and you didn't sell them anything. Only thing you did was you offered them another game plan, an actual game plan that's for free with a coach. And we're not even selling them there with one of our sales coaches. They're literally asking us to pitch them the offer, and that's where the sale happens. Okay. So that's how the call works. Okay. You're going to go through, answer the questions, and then you're going to book the call. Okay. You can go through this yourself. I do want to reiterate here that here are the links that you'll need to know. ilcuniversity.com is the forward link, and then it's / impact sends them to, that's what you would need for the app. Okay. Just as a quick little note, we don't want them doing anything. Okay. You are doing all the work here. So where the link goes /impact, it's going to send them to the app. That's for you. Okay. Once you fill out the application, okay, because sometimes what happens is you took your notes on paper, right? So you need to go ahead and book them for the game plan. You don't really have time to like go back and like fill in the form. So you need to get them to the booking link so they can get booked on their game plan immediately. That is actually just /game plan. Okay. And this takes them to the calendar bookings with sales coaches. And actually what we like to call them is enrollment specialists, enrollment coaches. Okay. So /game plan will automatically send them there. But since you haven't filled it out yet, you would just need to go to ILC University. .com/game plan. Now, the thing that you need to note here is the time zone, okay? Because depending if you're in Hawaii right now, the way that these calendars work is they're going to default to where that person is. So instead of so we book it for them. You can say, hey, soonest Trish has is the 29th at 12:30. Does that work for you? Yes, it works for me. So I'm going to click it. I'm going to confirm. I'm going to put their name, their email, their phone number. So we need to get Trish to add her phone number or the phone number in. Okay, they're gonna get a follow-up message from that person. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my calendar. That way you can see that again. If they were to book, they would book here 12:30. Confirm it. They'll put name, email, phone number. Send that text message. That way they get an email follow-up and they get a text follow-up. Now they're booked. Okay. The next step that I'm going to do in this process is I'm going to create a three-way message with the coach. Okay. So I'm going to create a three-way and I'm going to connect them with the coach. Now, here's my recommendation on how to pick a coach, because this page may change depending on just the time you're watching this video. I could be out of the equation, not taking calls anymore. What you want to do is you want to divide it up. Okay. If you're the clarity coach and you are sending someone, like you may send one to Trish and the other to Rebecca, and you may flip flop. You may know the coaches. You say, you know what, this person's really going to be great for Rebecca. This person's really going to be great for Trish. Make that judgment call, because that's kind of what you have to do. Okay, that's how you choose the coach. Other than that, what you're going to do is you're going to create a three-way chat in Messenger, and you're going to say, hey, thanks. Had such a great time connecting with you today on our clarity call. This is Trisha, and she's going to be your enrollment specialist. She's going to be doing your game plan session at this time. Okay, so now we've confirmed the time once when we booked it. We just confirmed the time again here, and then you're going to get them to some resources. Okay, so we're going to go over to some of the resources now. Okay, we have an amazing YouTube channel as a resource. We can tag them in, like this is the last live that we did. We could tag them in this live that we did. We can tag them in the guide section. We have certain things that webinar, like a webinar. We have a start here thing. We just want to get them resources, and we also want to get them to the client success page, which looks like this. This is one of the best resources that they can get access to. It's just ilcuniversity.com/success. Okay. And that's going to take them to the client success portal. We really want to make sure we watch. I mean, this is really one of the main videos that we want them to watch as a resource. Most of the time is right here. And they can get a lot from this video. So I would do yourself a favor. watch this video as well. Okay. Um, and that is /success. Okay. So you got impact, game plan, and you got success. /success, /game plan. And that is the client success portal. Okay. So resources, definitely get them to the client success portal is like a mandatory one. And then any other resources that may help. Okay. And then the coach is actually going to confirm the time. They're going to get them pumped up for the call. And right now, the ball's kind of out of your court. You've already booked the game plan session. It's in the coach's hands now. The only thing that I would say do is like possibly just kind of follow up, just being courteous, like follow up a day or so later and just see how things went. And that's it. You've done your job as a clarity coach, doing that, going from group to messenger to the triage clarity call and getting them booked on a game plan call. Okay, a game plan call. The last thing that you would need to do is as soon as you get on the call with that person, honestly, as soon as you are in a conversation, if you're in a conversation with someone and they are about to book a call or they need to get on a call, they need to go on this spreadsheet here where you just put their name down and we say, okay, cool. Like this person is a hot lead. They haven't booked a call yet, but they are going to. Okay, we know they're going to, so we can follow up with them. Boom, they're a hot lead. Now we can continue to work that lead. I can send them a friend request and connect with them, and we can all kind of like just love on that person. Once they book their triage call, boom, they're going to go white, and then once they've actually booked it, and they're booked on the calendar, they are now blue. If they've actually had the call, and they booked for their game plan. So I'm like all over the place. My bad. They're a hot lead, and then they're a triage call, and then if they book their strategy session, they're blue. If they had, we'll fix that way it's not confusing. If they had the strategy session or the game plan session, actually, let's make that even more. Had the game plan session, then they would be yellow. Okay, that way we know where they are in the pipeline. If they closed, then they'd be green. And if they said no or waiting, then they're lost. If they put down the deposit, they're purple. And if they were not a good fit, then we want to pop the gray in. Okay, and we do this every month. And what we see is that when we have 30 calls, we'll do a pretty good amount of revenue. When we get to 60 calls, we'll do an even intense more place of revenue. So that's how the triage calls work. Alrighty. And that's how logging works. So we'll catch you on the next video.